Did you know that the mechanical wristwatch is one of the most accurate mechanical machines ever built? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the WatchGauge YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about the incredible accuracy of a mechanical wristwatch. My first exposure to any mechanical wristwatch was back in 1999 when I met Stephen Butler from Chrono Swiss. Ran into this gentleman at a barbecue and he was wearing a Chrono Swiss Opus. For those of you not familiar, it's a fully skeletonized automatic chronograph. I happened to be wearing a Tag Heuer at the time and he commented on my watch. And I said, "Oh, thank you so much. What are you wearing?" And he held out his arm and all I saw were gears and springs and things moving. And instantly I was fascinated. So I asked him to take it off, he handed it to me, and I just stared at this watch. I stared at the front, I stared at the back, and I was absolutely blown away. Because the truth of the matter is, I thought all watches had batteries in them. I had no idea that mechanical wristwatches were still being made at the time. Fast forward about 6 months later, I ended up working for Chrono Swiss. I was the national sales director of Chrono Swiss for the United States for a couple of years. And then a few years ago, I was writing for Quill and Pad. And I came up with the thought of, well, gee, how accurate is a mechanical wristwatch? So I figured it'd be fun to do a video, break it down for you guys right here. And here's basically what I found. Now we all, as watch guys, have our own individual little quirks and a little bit likes, dislikes, pet peeves, and so on and so forth. For instance, a little fun fact, I hate the Cyclops on a crystal like in a Rolex Submariner. But I digress. So we all have our own little likes and dislikes. Some of you are super crazy into the accuracy of your watch, and if it's off by 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 seconds, it drives you nuts. I, on the other hand, am completely opposite. I find it to be different personalities. Like this watch may be fast by 6 seconds a day, where this one might be slow by 4. And to me, it gives the individual watch its own personality. But that's just my personal taste. But if you think about the accuracy of a mechanical wristwatch, simply by the numbers, it's simply outstanding, even if your watch is off by a half of a minute or a minute. Now, your typical wristwatch that you will find on the market today ticks 8 individual ticks per second. So when you're listening to your watch and you hear tick, 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 what you're listening to is 8 individual ticks for every 1 second. Now, if you really break down the math, 8 ticks per second times 60 seconds equals 480 individual ticks per minute. 480 ticks times 60 minutes means that your watch is ticking at 28,800 individual ticks per hour. 28,800 times 24 hours means that your watch is individually ticking 691,200 ticks for every 24 hours or per day. Now, think about those numbers. A wristwatch that's certified by the COSC, if your wristwatch is certified by the COSC, that means that your watch is no more than 4 seconds slow per day or no more than 6 seconds fast per day. So if you take that 691,200 ticks per day and you compare it to your watch being no further off than 80 ticks per day, a typical COSC certified wristwatch is 99.9882459% accurate. To me, that's just absolutely mind-boggling. Now, if your watch is off by 30 seconds per day, which I'm sure a lot of people watching this video would not be happy about, you have to take into consideration that your wristwatch is still 99.965277778% accurate. So first of all, in my opinion, and I may be wrong, a mechanical wristwatch has to be one of the most accurate mechanical things on the planet. If it's not, if there are other mechanical things much more accurate, please comment in the section below and let me know what they are. So I hope this is a Fun Fact Friday video for you guys. Something to think about when your watch is off by 7, 8, 12, 15, 20, 30 seconds per day, that your wristwatch is still absurdly accurate. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit that little thumbs up button below. If you're not a subscriber to the WatchGauge YouTube channel, please subscribe right now. Helps the channel out greatly. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and anywhere else you can find WatchGauge. I hope everybody has a great weekend.